I'm back. There we go. Okay. Should be able to hear me now. Let me just make sure, check through my phone. Let's see here. Okay. So, hopefully you should all be able to hear me now. I think my audio is going good. But just let me know in the chat. Just gonna wait for a second here and then get back into it. Okay. Here we go. Here is our semi-terraformed moon now. And just check on here. I think we've thrown off the tilt of it a bit, but that's okay. Maybe that'll help in the long run. And we have a magnetosphere now. So now when I go straight, gosh dang it. There we go. Check that out though. See what our temperature is. Pretty hot. It's okay. I'm hoping it'll come down. Nice big ocean here though. We have some nice beaches on the moon, you know. It's always nice. Oh, it's unlisted, that's why. There we go. Public. Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay. Alright, at least I know I have sound now. back. Sorry about the sound problems there. Let's see what we can do about getting some atmosphere here. Still only have a 0.2% chance of life. Should I just apply our Earth atmosphere preset? Boom. There. It's a beta, so it says it's in testing. Let's see how that goes. There we go. So we have a magnetosphere now. Nice. Check that out. Alright. I kind of like our new moon now, though. I don't know if I'd exactly want to live on it. It still looks pretty gray. We're still a bit too warm. Let's see. What can I do to make it a little more earthy? Replace all the water with sulfur dioxide. I'll do that on the Earth towards the end. Once we make the moon more habitable, we'll make the Earth uninhabitable. I'll just turn on surface illumination so that we can actually see it all. There we go. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. Let's get it going. Would you guys want to live here? You have a nice view of the Earth, you know? Speaking of which, it looks like things have cooled down quite a bit on the Earth now. Maybe all these. Oh, I bet you all the dust particles have made their way towards Earth due to it having larger gravity. Yeah, so we have. Well, there's just kind of dust everywhere that we're all flying through now from all the collisions. So now Earth's getting colder. We still don't have any Great Lakes. And we still have our Amazon marsh here, which is pretty interesting. Alright. Back to our moon here. So here we go. I still think we're gonna have to kinda, let's let some more time pass here. We still have a lot of dust clouds spinning around. Just kinda let things go for a bit. It's not gonna go much faster than that. That sucks. I did not have my microphone working before. I'll just use this headset anyways. At least I have backup headsets. Alright, I like it. Well, I say while we're waiting for the moon, let's mess Earth up a little bit. But nothing too crazy, because we don't want to, like, change what's going on in the moon too much. Get back here, Earth. There we go. So, I kind of want to replace all the water. Ooh, what if we just get rid of the atmosphere? Or we could double the water, maybe. Let's double the water. Alright, I'll try this. Is that better? I'll try to. Just get rid of the atmosphere. That sounds good. I turned it up a little bit, though. Okay. There, I have it turned up now. There's a new microphone, so. Let's double the water. There. Okay. 0.478. Alright, now we've got double the water on Earth. So with double the water, this is what we look like. While we're waiting for the moon to kind of chill out, waiting for these dust clouds to settle down. It sucks. I wish I would have had my microphone working better the first time, but it is what it is. At the end, I'll try to get some fun footage for some shorts too, so. Alright, let's check back on our moon here. I want to see some greenery or something, you know. We still look so gray. Although, you know, there's no rock either. Let's see. We have no oxygen either. And no carbon dioxide. I thought we equalized out the atmosphere here. Okay. What about the surface? Liquid interior, solid interior. They're still saying our moon is not very livable. Let's see. What else can we do? Because we've got an atmosphere. We've got a magnetosphere. We've got water. What else could we possibly need? besides actually making it bigger. We have our water world, Earth, too. So there's not many places to live on Earth. Okay. Sweet. One giant ocean. That kind of connects into all the rest of these. Our temperature has calmed down a little bit. I mean, we're closer to Earth's temperature. It's still cooling down, it seems like. Now, realistically, it would be hard to ever stabilize the moon, and as much as it's cool to say let's terraform it, it's also just so close to us. Think about the damage that we could do to ourselves. Nice. Totally crazy. Dang it, I muted myself again. I am retarded. Jeez. Sorry about that, guys. Ridiculous. I was kind of messing around with my video and audio. I sort of reset up my entire everything, so. Alright. There we go. Nice. Okay. So yeah, if you want to live on Earth, you have to pretty much live in the Himalayas now. Sorry for having my mic muted before, guys. So I kind of reset up everything up here, so. I used to just actually do this all on a laptop, and now I have an older desktop, so it's been kind of fun. I might actually buy something new soon, but I was trying to hold out for a little bit. Oh, what is going on here? At least we can see the night sky again on Earth because, you know, everyone kind of drowned. Okay. Alright. Will we get our moon habitable, though? That is the question. At least we can see the night sky again. Dang. Maybe I should do a little desktop audio here. I guess maybe only if I did game capture I could do that. Darn. Let's see. Audio output capture. I'll just remove that. Or maybe I shouldn't actually be like experimenting with everything while I'm live, but hey, I guess now's the time to do it while my channel's smaller. Alright. Back to our moon. Let's see if we actually get habitable here. Okay. We're gonna have to take quite a bit of time to cool down there, I'm sure. Yeah, and Earth is a water world now, which is pretty much uninhabitable. Nothing there. Just like the Himalayan mountains and a few other little island chains. And then, yeah, our moon is trying to cool down. I had it like pretty much, I don't know, I guess you could call it habitable before, but I don't know, it just seemed like it was missing something. I had lakes and everything, and I had an atmosphere, and I had a magnetosphere, but maybe just the size of our moon, you know, I don't know, or the overall composition of it. I'm thinking maybe it's just the general mass of the moon might make it hard to make it completely habitable. But once we get it cooled back down, I said we're hoping to get it around like 7.5 degrees Celsius, or like it's like 42 or 46 degrees Fahrenheit, somewhere in between there. I'd be pretty happy with. There you go. Alright. I said sorry for all the technical difficulties earlier and stuff. I'm kind of experimenting as I'm going live so I can get feedback. So thanks for bearing with me. Should we check back in on the Earth? Bam. Alright, so it's pretty warm and it's really wet, which makes sense because I doubled the water, so I think all the ice is slowly melting, or it should at least, in theory. And this is our lone little area that you can live. Like I said, the Himalaya mountains there. Alright, see if we can really have a habitable moon here at the end. There, at least the sound is better now. That's good. Alright. Just kind of let this go for a while. Let's see how habitable it says our Earth is now. Composition. Yeah. Oh, only 99.2%. Oh, we actually dropped to only 79% life likelihood. I think there's still plenty of life. I mean, look at it. Totally lively. Is this... I think this is the Rocky Mountains. And like Mexico. Part of Mexico here. Yep. And then that's what's left of South America from doubling the water. I said Antarctica's still here. Starting to melt though. You can actually see some of the land there. So maybe Antarctica will be the new spot, you know? We'll see. Maybe once the ice is gone, that'll get covered too. Alright, fast forward a little bit more. Dun, dun, dun. Please stand by. Just kind of letting our moon cool back down. I crashed Pluto into it, so after I put a bunch of water on it. Back when my microphone wasn't working. Bam. I think I actually did a pretty funny impersonation too when my mic wasn't working, which kind of sucks. Days go by and still I think of you. Boom, 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 boom. Days when I couldn't live my life without you. Okay. I'm just trying to let our moon cool down a little bit here now. This is the part that I would cut out in time lapse for you in a shorter video. Which I haven't done a shorter, like a 20-minute Universe Sandbox video in a while, but maybe I should. I'm playing around with Space Engine a little bit more though. This is the first time I've come back to Universe Sandbox in a little bit. Let's see here. Still pretty hot, but we're hoping, have a nice habitable moon once it all cools down here. Should have a little bit more mass. Yeah, it's got about a quarter more mass now. A little more girthy, Very nice. Well, at the very least, I got one good short out of this. It's smashing Pluto into the moon. Into a previously terraformed crazy moon. Oh, look at that fragment go. That's a pretty big fragment. Yeah. Bye, fragment. Where do they think they're going? Into the sun. Yeah, I wonder how this is affecting the rest of our solar system, actually. So obviously, we have this big dust cloud going on here, but everything is more or less, I think, going into the sun. Yeah, maybe it'll be helpful for Mercury, And I did double the water on the Earth, just as a reminder, because so this is what's left of North and South America here, and then the Himalayas. So but at least people are kind of all separated. I feel like civilization would have got wiped out, so maybe people would be just kind of living in peace a little bit more. Maybe not. The moon is still too hot. I'm gonna stay here till it cools down though. Days go by and still I think of you. Bad posture. I should really get a stand-up desk. Actually, I can kind of flip around and use this one from the other side. If you're coming back from earlier, thanks for bearing with the technical difficulties and stuff. Just trying to cool our moon down here. Might take a while. Oh man, actually, man, our whole solar system is kind of I might have set off like a whole chain of events. There's like a new asteroid belt forming between Earth and Venus, so that's kind of crazy. Look at all these fragments. Fragment. There was an explosion. Yeah, so I guess if we try to terraform the moon with like explosive means, we're probably just gonna kill off life on Earth, it seems like. Maybe not the best idea in the world, huh? 140 degrees. Let's see. Do you think we will actually get habitable again? Days go by. Liberty de birdie flippity read chat. There, I flippity read the chat for you. Good Vibes 1335 says, would you Liberty de birdie flippingly read chat? And then Good Vibes 1335 also says, NVM. NVM indeed. Good Vibes 1335. NVM indeed. Let me work a look in the camera a little more. I'm going to super glue your mail. Sir, threats are not taken lightly on this channel. I'm just kidding, YouTube. Days go by. It's a very catchy song. I get songs stuck in my head for like months at a time. Alright, are we gonna get down to 137? I feel like we might have to, this might take longer than I thought, but we'll see. And I also did sort of mess up the entire solar system in the process here. We have this entire dust ring, so I don't know, Earth and the Moon are sort of within a giant dust ring now. I don't know what that would really mean for habitability, like, I mean, I can't imagine it's good. And I know there's all these other fragments that are in line with us that are, you know, kind of bound to maybe crash into us at some point, so it's not a very safe space right now. I get it, safe space. Sorry. Shh. Yeah. I don't know, maybe we shouldn't just like kind of bombard stuff if we're gonna try to terraform it. Might not be the most finesse approach to it, you know. Message retracted. Don't retract your message. Oh, that's funny. Earth, Venus. Yeah. I think I just kind of ended our possibilities instead of, you know, moving humanity to the moon. Right now, I don't know, maybe we still have a few people on Earth still. You know, Colorado survived, so we still have like some tech hubs and stuff. We still got the Himalayas. Alright. Although all the crops are failing because we're in a giant, you know, swarm of dust and death now, so I don't know. I don't think we made it to the moon, guys. I'm sorry to say. But I think the moon will eventually cool down over time. I'm gonna save this and then maybe I'll run it overnight. And then I'm gonna smash some other stuff together. But this is about where I had it before. See, but just still not very habitable, I guess. Wait, where's the sun? Let's deal with our lighting here. There we go. Okay. I did like how this looked here. That's a pretty nice habitable moon. I think we could at least start with this, you know. And at least here I hadn't, I had kind of started to destroy everything just a little bit. Okay, back to where we were before. So I do wonder, what if there was a black hole just pretty near to us? Alright. I don't even go through the mail anymore anyways. Email is the new mail too. I don't even go through my email that much. It's just, you know, wasting away on a server somewhere. Alright. I'm gonna try to put a black hole just like really, really far away. I wonder if I can actually, if I can get our entire solar system to orbit a black hole. Probably not. I would have to look into that. That might be a little bit complicated. If you're gonna add a black hole, see, 100 solar masses. Yeah, we'll do like a smaller one. One solar mass. Ooh. We'll do a tiny black hole, one the size of Earth. But it's gonna be really far away from us. Like 550 radiuses of the galaxy, or radii. Black hole, one solar mass. Because there are a lot of black holes that we probably don't see if they're not feeding on anything. So I'm curious if there was, you know, if there's a really small black hole very far away from us, what would it do, you know? Actually, I'm gonna reload a fresh sim for this. Because I had messed up Earth and the moon and stuff already there. All planets, all moons. Ah, crap. There. This is the one I load by default. There we go. Alright, so let's put a tiny black hole just really far away. I'm going to be curious if that does anything. Let's say we'll do one, yeah, just the size, one mass of, well, we'll do 100 solar masses. And we will put it, let's see, half a light year away. So we're going to do a black hole of 100 solar masses a half a light year away from us, and we'll see what that does. Okay. If anything, we'll see. See if things start getting out of whack eventually. So I just put a black hole really, really, really far away. Let's see what it does. Maybe I should have put it a little bit closer. We'll see though. We'll see how this, if it does anything. So you would think that if we see large black holes that are, actively feeding on stuff, and that's how we see the large accretion disk, you would really think that there might be smaller black holes, and that there's probably tons of black holes that aren't actively feeding on anything and that we just can't see. So, you know, who knows what could be lurking out there? Like, we could just have a black hole of 100 solar masses right there. Put Andromeda over there too, just for. Let's see our black hole. Let's see what it's doing. Oh, did I put it in orbit? I think I put it in orbit. Boo. I'm just gonna crash a black hole into us. But you could imagine, I mean, what if we did just have a small black hole that's just kind of out in a void, not really doing anything, just like kind of close to us? How would we really be able to tell? And what effects would that have on our, astronomy and all of that kind of stuff, right? Alright, now I'm gonna put a black hole actually closer to some stuff. Do a black hole of 1 solar mass. I feed on black holes. That's funny. Let's put a couple. We'll do 2 black holes. Black hole sun, won't you come? Alright, I put a couple of black holes here. So you think, what, because I put it into orbit, you'd think it would still just start pulling stuff. Like, it's not sucking on it, not eating anything. Oh, our sun is getting pulled towards it though. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. So yeah, I think the black hole, black hole sun. The black hole's gonna eat up the sun. Oh yeah, you can see it's got a long tail now. Uh-oh. Black hole sun, won't you come? Oh, man. Alright. Come on, black hole. It's gonna take everything out. pretty close. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. What did I say about retracting messages? Just kidding. I don't really care. Oh, are we just gonna have a binary orbit? Oh, oh god. Oh no. Oh boy. Well then. Yep, things are starting to break apart a little bit here. Man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Oh, a stalker. Nice. Oh boy, something just got yeeted. Yeet. What got yeeted? And where's our black hole? There it is. It's still only one mass of the sun. I don't understand how it hasn't really sucked anything up yet, although, yeah, I guess, things will probably just fall into orbit around it for a while first. Oh yeah, I put two of them in there. Black hole sun, won't you come? Wash away. And see, eventually, if I keep this going long enough, you're gonna see probably the Jupiter system start breaking apart too. Because Mars is like yeeted out. So Mars is going to become part of the Jupiter system. We have all these fragments here. Oh yeah, and everything's orbiting Andromeda now and another black hole that's 100 solar masses. That's why my it's starting to kind of slow down a little bit because I got a lot of stuff going on here now. Nice. Oh no, Earth. Uh-oh. Let's see how Earth is doing. Oh no, Earth. Dun, 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 dun. I think, is it going to be a near miss? Or are they going to actually collide? Oh no. All life just got fried. Uh-oh. Wow. Okay. Yeah, I guess we don't want to have a small black hole right in our solar system. Does not sound like a great and fun idea. Well, we tried to terraform the moon. It kind of worked, but I think I would have just had to wait a really long time for it to cool down and keep crashing more things into it and taking a very long time frame. But then we started having fun with some black holes here. Oof. That is no bueno. Oh, nowhere is safe. Jeez. So we still have our sun here. Like I said, there's another black hole over here. And then we've got this black hole that just kind of yeeted Earth. It's like the three body problem now. Like maybe it'll cool down and life will start back up again. And then, yeah, every time it comes back around one of these black holes, it's just going to get wiped out again. Oh no. Totally wild. I can't look on my porch when I'm doing a live stream. I will eventually. I'm afraid there's like a booby trap hiding for me now. That's funny. Let's see if Earth gets habitable again. This is actually, well, yeah, I guess it is a three body problem. We have two black holes the size of with the same mass of the sun, and then we have the sun. And yeah, I don't think Mars is a great place to live either. It's, pretty freezing. More than usual. And I don't think that Mars wants to be our friend anymore. It's going out into, but actually, it might be safer out there if we end up getting if all of these actually end up somehow falling into orbit with black hole 1, black hole 2, and the sun. Black hole, sun. Alright. I'm gonna let this rock for a second, guys. I have to go. I'm being stalked. I have to go check on my porch real quick. I'm gonna kind of keep this going like this, kind of slow, and we'll just let this unfold for a minute. Oh, audio back on. There we go. Bang. See, I'm getting better. Audio is back on. Look at that, though. That happened just from us zipping by a small black hole. That is wild. You should be able to hear me now. You can hear me now, right? Cool. Cool. Alright, awesome. That's wild, though, because I've crashed so many things into the Earth. Oh, there's the Andromeda galaxy back there that I put. That's cool. One thing about this game too is like no matter how good your rig is, no matter how good your computer is, the more and more elements that you add into it, it is going to make it chug slower, and you're not going to be able to simulate it as quick of a speed. Survived. Vibes, bro. Eli, what should I do next? I'll speed this up a little bit. Fragment. So let's see, we still got Venus. Mercury is maybe leaving us. Mars is probably leaving us. One black hole over there, another black hole down here, the sun right there. Wow. Earth is just, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Earth yet. We're kind of dipping in and out and kind of all over the place. Not really sure. Earth's fate is still yet to be decided. Crash the Andromeda galaxy into ours. You can do so. Here, I'll save this really quick. In our solar system. They do have some really cool pre-built simulations in here, and one of them happens to be colliding the Milky Way into Andromeda. Yeah, Milky Way and Andromeda galaxy collision. They have a regular one and they have a fast one. About 4 billion years from now, our Milky Way galaxy will collide with the nearby Andromeda galaxy. This collision, the result of the mutual gravitational action between stars, planets, and other matter that make up both galaxies, will produce a single merged galaxy. It is unlikely that any stars in a galaxy will actually collide, although some stars will likely be ejected by the combined galaxy during the merge. Oh. Yeah, and actually they say that like the very, very, very edges, the very edges of Milky Way and Andromeda are starting to touch, and I believe they mean just like, plasma and dust, not actually any stars or anything, but there has been some evidence to suggest that Milky Way and Andromeda actually already are starting to exchange some matter back and forth, which is pretty fascinating to me. Yeah, it's interesting. If you go around and read on the internet, you'll see some articles saying that we're in a mega cluster, and then some articles saying that we're in a void. And it seems like actually both of those things are true. That we're actually in a mega cluster, but we're in a small void of a mega cluster, which is just kind of crazy. So maybe those are the perfect conditions needed for life, that we happen to also, that our solar system and our galaxy happen to be in a relatively peaceful area, in being that it's in a local void. Aww. Alright, I'm gonna go back to our red hot Earth, and I'm just gonna get a little bit more footage for shorts here. Two black holes in our solar system. Hey, I wrote this. Okay. Do we still have the moon? Nope, it's orbiting one of the black holes now. This is cool. I'm gonna make a little short out of this. I'm just gonna do this for a short real quick. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. Do TikTok people still dance? I don't even freaking know. To do stuff like that, for that way I can snip out a good thumbnail or something later. You're supposed to smile and look all stupid and goofy like Mr. Beast. That's what they tell you. Which, I don't know. I don't know if I like that. We'll see. Yeah, so let's try to not have a near collision with a black hole. That doesn't sound super fun. Wow. Oh, what just happened? Earth? Why are you colliding with stuff? Dang it. Oh boy. Black hole one solar mass over here is just kind of wreaking havoc. But so far we're just getting near misses. But every time we get a near miss, it just lights it up. I'm gonna pause this here real quick. So I'm gonna take off trails. Earth is about to collide, or at least have a very near miss here. Oh, I should have slowed that down more. Wow. Oh, wow. Dang it, black hole one solar mass. Oh, we're in a black hole now. Let's get out of the black hole. That's scary. Well, that is cool. Yeah, definitely gonna make a short out of this. I put two black holes in our solar system. Wow. That is crazy. I wonder what has become of the Earth. Oh, there's still some of the Earth left. but it has basically no mass left, so it's been shredded into all of this now. Jeez. These are all, it's probably like pieces of our houses in these little fragments and stuff, you know. Labels, trails. Dun, 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 dun. Oh no, I fell in a black hole again. Let's get out of there. I like how they have the black hole actually bends the trails. It bends the trails, but it doesn't bend the words, the labels. Yeah, I mean, how could we possibly know where all the black holes are out in the universe when there's no way that we do? Labels. Trails. Oh, poor Earth, man. Earth got the worst of it, actually. I don't know how it's retained any of its original shape when it's just a fraction of its original size. I guess that's something they could. Oh, yeah, because it shouldn't even really have the shape of its continents anymore if it's losing so much mass. It's just getting slowly shaved down every single pass. Just. Jeez. Poor Earth. Not doing too great. That's actually kind of useful. Yeah, I don't think it would have retained any of its original shape, but hey, what are you gonna do? Let's see here. There's Andromeda. Whatever. Alright, time to obliterate what we have left. Honestly, I thought putting the black holes in here would sort of obliterate everything, but you know, when you want something done right. Oh. Goodbye, solar system. Alright, thanks everyone for tuning in. These are still a little bit experimental, so still working on getting all of the, just getting my live streams better, but got the audio working well. Set up in my office now, so that's good. Watch Neptune get scorched. Nice. Bye bye, Neptune. Bye bye. That's crazy. Make a short video of this and just put it in a loop and make it my desktop background. Crazy. Oh, jeez. Wow. Neptune actually looks like it had stayed relatively the same throughout most of this process. What do you think happens when a black hole meets a supernova? Is that possible? Or would we even know? Oh, Saturn's still there. Still got most of its moons, too. Wow. That's crazy. Jeez. That really is crazy. Oh, man. Alright, well, I'm tired, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. I said thanks for everybody who kind of helped me with letting me know how my sound is doing and all of that stuff. I really appreciate it. I got some good footage for some shorts and stuff like that tonight, so. Man, we'll just let this sit here like this for a second. That's beautiful.